I've been in the RV industry for 11 years, making videos for 4, and I'll tell you, they start to bleed together. I have never seen a bunk room quite like this. Hunter, I have never seen a bunk room like this. That's what I just said. Let's go check it out. What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have the privilege to show you the 2024 Sprinter 3810 QBS. And man, oh man, this back bunk room is incredible. 4 massive bunks, a loft, a dual entry with a bath and a half, wide body construction. So you're going to get, a couple extra inches everywhere you go, which, who doesn't need a couple extra inches? But man, I'll tell you right now, you know what, roll it. I'll tell you right now, this is, it's awesome. You guys are gonna enjoy it. In case you missed it, all the specifications, length, height, tank size, awning sizes will be down in the description. But I hope you guys enjoy the tour. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's start on the inside, work our way around the outside. All right, now since I hyped up that bunk room so much, I'm gonna start back in the bunk. But first, I wanted to give you just a little peek. You got a pretty basic floor plan for bunk models. Once you start sleeping a little extra people, when that back bunk room is either like a queen bed, or in this case 4 double over double bunks. The living room starts to get a little bit smaller and whatnot. The seating maybe starts to go down because you have to accommodate for all of the sleeping. So I just wanted to show you this first for the aesthetic appeal to it. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at the countertops on this thing. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. But everything about this just screams pinkies up, highfalutin. I haven't done too many Sprinters, although oddly enough, I sold their travel trailer line probably about 10 years ago, and I had a really great experience, with that, the Sprinter, the Outbacks, things of that nature. So they are very well constructed units that I have a lot of experience with. But I mean, look at this back bunk room. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, if you have, a bunch of kids running around, I mean, this is freaking awesome. I just think it's so cool because not only is it for kids, but let's say if you're doing like, like a rental type situation, if you're someone that, let me go ahead and pull these blinds up here to get a little bit more sun. Let's say if you're somebody that, rents out campers, this would be a perfect rental for you there too, because of the fact that you do have, accommodations for 4 adults. You have the weight rating, probably somewhere around 300 pounds would be my best guess, but I'll put that down in the description. You have ladders for the little ones, kind of an easier access, for the bigger ones. But I mean, man, they're just separated little cubbies that aren't claustrophobic. Very, very cool. Plus, you got the top 2 with the windows, and those are going to be, emergency exits. So pull, push, and plop. You can get yourself out into a hurry. And if you'll notice too, each one also has universal C and USB. So each one has dedicated charging. And then right up here, you're going to see that you do have a little loft with your half bath. So really everything that you need. I don't think any of the kids are probably sleeping up there, although you could drop a cushion up there, no problem. But man, talk about some great storage just to throw up some of the stuff maybe you're not going to get to every single day. And then you flip it around over here, you have a great ledge where you can put on, a 60-inch, 70-inch TV if you wanted to, with another window for another breeze or another view. And then you got plenty of areas, for all the kids' stuff. So you're going to get 4 pull-out drawers, but you're also going to get, that massive behemoth of an area. I mean, I'll tell you, dad life in this thing would be a little bit easier. That is for sure. I mean, there's plenty of places for all your stuff, plenty of sleeping. If you have buddies over, I mean, heck, like tonight, for instance, we got a couple kids from the baseball team sleeping over. If I was in the RV, you could easily do 2 kids per bunk and they wouldn't, they wouldn't care at all, or even a couple. Just a really cool situation. And then heading into the half bath, you have your own separate entry. So as everyone's running around in and out, kind of dirtying up the place, you're only going to dirty up, this area. You have the barn style door for some privacy. But then right up into the old porcelain foot flush throne or Ruski. So you're going to have really nice, and sturdy connections there. Plus, this is my favorite setup, which if you've seen my videos before, this is like the old friendly neighbor. Hey, Tom, what are you doing? Taking a dump? You're kind of doing your thing right there. You have a screen. It's also going to be the friction hinge door as well. The plastic bowl. You got the 3 pull-out drawers. And then underneath here, You got access to your plumbing. You also got a little mirror right there. Check out the old bowling gun, baby. Which, by the way, first week, swept them. Second week, swept them. Third week, coming soon, but next week you'll hear about it. Should hopefully sweep them. You also got the Coleman Mach 15K AC. This is going to be the one that's going to be, it's got an actual home filter. And then what's nice too about the Sprinter being a little bit more of a luxurier unit, a nicer unit without completely breaking the bank, you got that new system, which if you're not familiar with those are called the blades or something like air blade, something similar to that, depending on the brand of it. Basically, it takes the air and it, because it's not like a straight edge, it's actually got like a little bit of a curvature to it. So they say that it actually disperses the air about 15% better. I haven't actually been in one with the AC yet to tell you firsthand, but it does make sense because it's not just kind of one dump port. It actually forces it to spread around, if that makes sense. Makes sense to me at least. A couple more outlets down here, and now we're heading up into the kind of the main room, into the where you're going to be cooking, and probably the parents are going to be watching a movie over here in these power theater seating. So you're going to notice you have, lights, you have massage, you got USBs, but you also have, I'm sorry, so it's power for the massage and the light with the USB, but there are manual pull tabs right there. But you also get a power station right here as well that you can lift up for your remotes, along with 2 cup holders. All of these windows have the Dracula shades, but they all also open up as well for a nice cross breeze, so you can kind of see the mode between, Dracula and non-Dracula. No carpet over in the slides, so you are going to see that is pretty darn nice. You can hardly tell kind of where they blend in. They do have the furnace running through the floor, which I know some people don't like, but the reason why you're going to like it, and these ones are pretty out of the way, is this is the most effective way of heating an RV, and until that changes, this is the best way to heat an RV for someone that's going to be camping in a little bit of colder weather. You have your opposing slide, right over here, which is going to house your Furrion 12-volt refrigerator. So it'll run off of the solar, your truck, all that good stuff. And this thing comes with lithium-ion batteries too. So that's going to be awesome for something like this, just because of how long that they last. And then you have your solid surface countertop, even over here as well, which is nice, with your 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixins. A nice little viewing window. And then you have an oven that if you drop it down to the lower, I would say you're probably good enough for, a chicken or something like that. They kind of switch it up right here. Looks pretty darn nice. It's not textured glass, but it's got kind of like I don't know if it's like a sticker or etched in, something like that. It's also not just your basic, kind of board. You can see there it's actual wood too, so that's nice. You can actually screw the handle into it. Microwave with the good old potato and the beverage mode, the only modes that matter. An inverted outlet, so the inverter will basically convert that, the sun into power is really what that's doing. And I forgot to point out too, right over here, you have your dinette, so 4 seats, but you also have a pull-out where you can, strapped in, but you have a pull-out to where you can extend this out, so that way you can get a little bit more space, when you're sitting down playing some cards, having some dinner, things of that nature. Switches over to that black top, and man, I just think that looks super, super nice. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Kind of gives it that like starry kind of appearance to it. Little junk drawer, 3 more pull-out drawers right here. Stainless steel undermounted bowl with your high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. And then you're also going to get some really clean-cut storage down here with access to your plumbing as well. But then one of my other favorite features is going to come right up in this whole area. You have a little sit-down nook, for the kids. Like I got a 2.5-year-old, well, about to be 3-year-old. Geez, oh, Pete, she's about to be 3 next month. That is insane. That just hit me in the head. So I have almost a 3-year-old sitting down. You could put on like her bluey shoes and things like that. Perfect stool for a kid, or just to put your foot up, and tie your shoes. But you have your fuse box there. You also have little octopus doodads waiting for you to hang something up. But then right over here behind it, you get an absolutely massive pantry. So for like, your dry food, your blankets, your board games, your books, I could see a whole bunch of stuff being stacked into there. I mean, there's no need to go into that too much. And then you have another AC right here up top. But I also like this right here. You got that little fancy looking exit light, which you can turn, on and off. You can set it to automatic. You can see it's got a little sensor right there, or just, leave it on all the time. But it's a really nice kind of appeal thing to me. I think it looks pretty darn snazzy. This is going to be your control center. So it's the in command. Basically, you turn it on, you plop in the code, and then you can check all your, like your awnings, your slides, your lights, your climate, your fresh tank levels. You can tell when the tanks, as they fill up, that'll fill up there. So really nice and easy. Now this is a wide body construction, so you get, like I was saying before, a couple extra inches here on the inside, but you're also going to get added, bigger furnace, heated holding tanks for the fresh gray and black, which is a 12-volt pad that sticks onto the bottom, so that way you can camp earlier or later into the season. You also have the control for the max air fan, which is going to be located right here, directly above where you're cooking, to help, suck out the steam or the stink of whatever you got going on. Furrion on-demand hot water heater right here. So, or not Furrion, I apologize. But you have an on-demand hot water heater, so that way, you can have instant hot water. Another window for another view with another shade. I like how the doors got a little texture too. I mean, it doesn't really add too much, but it's nice. But I do love the backsplash there, in the shower. I think that definitely adds to the appeal there as well. And you got another porcelain foot flush throne. So you're going to have two of those bad boys. And this passes the seat test, I would say, probably like barely. This is like a C+ student right here. So right up against this wall, it's a little tight. But on this wall, you have like ultimate freedom. So I'd like to see a little bit more centered, but I'd probably sit on it just kind of sideways. That gives you kind of a good idea, of what you got working on. And just for reference, I am 6 foot, 300 pounds. So I am a fairly, big guy. So if you were a flat belly, you're not having the same problems that, I would, that's for sure. Now up into the shower. You're looking about 6'1" into right here. Probably 6'4" or so right here. You're also going to notice you have the Tri-Glide glass series to help open up just a little bit wider. And I do like the backsplash on this. I just think it looks really sharp. Yeah, it's really nice. Oh, that's a better view here of the blade. You can see it's just kind of curled. So that right there, I guess, just kind of spits it around a little bit. So that way life's just a hair easier for you. Three pullouts. Access to your plumbing. Another inverted outlet, so that's always a big time plus. And then into the bedroom. You got a pretty basic bedroom, but it is a good one. You got a good looking headboard. You got two different windows there. You also have, it looks like a king bed to me. I mean, look at all the storage you get. Come on. What's going on? Camera's acting all wonky on me. Whoa, okay. So you get a lot of storage under there. And then right here, you're going to have a dresser with three of the pull-out drawers, a place where you can put a TV, along with the appropriate plugins here up top. You're also going to get outlets down here as well. So that way, if you do need to plug in, laptops or anything like that, and then you got USBs and universal Cs on either side with a little shelf. A great area for a washer and dryer. You can put a stackable in there, so that's always good. Looks like we got the tornado alarms going, so that's always not good. Hopefully it's just a test run, but we will see. Who knows? Hopefully it's not the last video. Right here, you got the 4G LTE plus the Wi-Fi, so you are prepped for that. So if you're doing some work on the road, you are good to go. But now I'm going to head around the outside, show you what she's all about, and then I'm going to work around on the inside. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but it's a beautiful day. I don't know what that would be about. But all right, the 2024 Sprinter 3810 QBS, and man, that bunk room, primo. So aluminum studded construction that's going to be 12 on center. So every 12 inches, there'll be aluminum stud. You're going to have your two marine grade exterior speakers right out here, dual awning and 3 AC. So awning here, awning there. The sizes for that will be down in that description with a link for that price. Both entry doors have the solid steps too, which is really nice. And then you also have the spare tire included right under here with your heated and enclosed underbelly. And don't forget about those tank holders The pass-through storage on this is pretty darn snazzy. I mean, it is rather large. You could fit in, a kayak or two, no problemo. And then right over here is going to be your in-command center, so that way if something doesn't happen, you can pop that off and, check all your maintenance that you need right there. Aluminum frame construction with the little black, I can't remember what they call this material right here, but you notice it's no exposed wood, and it's going to be framed at all points, or welded at all points. Exterior outlets, cable TV and satellite. Screen door, extra large grab handle. Um, the awnings are also going to be connected to your solar as well, and you're going to get the Road Armor suspension, which is going to be just a little bit of a smoother ride for you, when you're driving down the road. Oh, look at that. Little outdoor refrigerator. Fit yourself up about a 30 rack of apple juice in that bad boy. Right here, you got a ladder with a 250-pound weight capacity, so that way you can get on top of your fully walkable roof, check your seals, check your slides. You're also going to have a 2-inch receiver with a 4-way pin. I believe it has 3,000-pound weight rating, 300-pound hitch rating, so that way you can put on like bike racks and whatnot. Here's going to be the control where you plug in the unit itself. You got cable slides back here, and they are eligible for a slide topper. So if you want to put on a slide, you can go from a slide topper. It's a piece of awning that goes here to here and prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. You should have a black tank hose right about here. Yep. So right there, along with the valves. You also have the Lippert ground control 3.0, so you get the electric auto leveling. Then you have another dump right here, the back end of your water heater. Back end of that pass-through storage, and this should be a docking station right there. Fortunately, I don't have the key for it, but I would imagine it's probably got, black tank flush, your water fills, and then an outside shower as well. There's going to be the control for your leveling and some of the stats if you want to see it now, if you don't want to go down to the description Rooney. And this is going to be that front end where you see your power disconnect, your solar charge controller, your link for tire link. So it is prepped for a tire pressure monitoring system. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, this is the 2024 Sprinter 3810 QBS. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you.